into the moon. जिस तरह भी जाऊं तुझको ही चाहूं हमारा अब से मेरा तू हमारा मैं भी तेरा हूँ दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ लेके बना सा तू लगा कैसे मैं करूँ बयां जिस तरह भी जाऊं तुझको ही चाहूं हमारा अब से मेरा तू हमारा मैं भी तेरा हूँ दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ लेके बना सा तू लगा कैसे मैं करूँ बयां जिस तरह भी जाऊं तुझको ही चाहूं हमारा अब से मेरा तू हमारा मैं भी तेरा हूँ दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ लेके बना सा तू लगा कैसे मैं करूँ बयां जिस तरह भी जाऊं तुझको ही चाहूं हमारा अब से मेरा तू हमारा मैं भी तेरा हूँ दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ लेके बना सा तू लगा कैसे
Good afternoon, everybody. It's the What's Next podcast kicking off another segment of Fuck Wrong with These People in the World. So today, last week we talked about sensitive men. This week we're going to talk about aggressive women. This before we even get started, I just want to let everybody know this is not going to be a bashing session on women because we know y'all sensitive about y'all shit. All we doing is discussing what makes a woman aggressive, just like we went in on what make men sensitive. So we're gonna kick it off with Dennis. How was your weekend, sir?
Well, you know what? I had a pretty good weekend. Things are going great. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying life. How about you, sir?
I had a great weekend, man. I went to the goddamn Boys and Men concert with my wife for her birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. Then went to a fashion show hosted by Familia Doro. You know what I mean? One of the sponsors. Great event. It was a real good event. Mr. Sports, how are you, sir?
Gang. No, the fuck I'm here for. It's like, no.
See, we told you. We told you.
This is What's Next podcast, shorty. You know what I mean? Every Monday we live at 7 p.m. We in the middle of this transition. Y'all, there's people who be here every week. Y'all can see the transition. But we going to transition. And then he just took me off the fucking screen. They was looking at me in the bottom corner. Now you done fucked up and turned your camera on. Now I done switched to the top corner. Come on, yo, you fucking the money up, yo. God damn.
No bad, bro. My fault.
This ain't my shit.
Hey man, relax. So anyway, we have Stacks in the building. You know what I'm saying? He's growing to be one of our favorite co-hosts. How was your weekend, sir?
Who's
Oh
me?
man, I appreciate it, bro. Just but yeah, man, this weekend was cool. Just relax.
We're gonna fire this guy, man. We're gonna fire Sam's. He fired, bro.
That's wild.
All right, and then we're gonna welcome our guest here, Miss LaShane Ball. How are you doing today? Unmute her mic, please. There she go.
Hey y'all, I'm well. How y'all doing?
Good. So you are aware of what we're talking about today, right?
I am, but I did not hear what y'all said last week, and I wish I would have did some homework before I jumped.
Well, you know what? Good thing it's recorded. You can go back and see it, and we'll send you. I'll send you some links and everything like that.
Okay.
So we're gonna kick it off. You got any videos, anything, clips, anything like that, BJ?
No, I normally got what 3 stories, right? So today, Florida signed that constitutional carry. So now Florida's the 26 out of 50 states that just grab your shit, walk around with it. Shit, 26 out of 50, numbers going up. What, like 3 or 4 years ago, we was at
Shout
like
out
2
to
states.
Florida.
Hey, 2A all day.
Man, you know, somebody better wake up and pay attention to what the fuck's going on. Ain't that what they say?
How you feel about that, Mr. Podcast, sir? How you feel about that constitutional carry? We can't hear you. You on mute, sir?
I'm sorry about that. I feel as though it is what it is. Even though in Florida they already been having guns because
Listen,
they've been killing
it don't
gators out there.
change. It don't change nothing.
Right, 'cause they was killing gators out there. That's why I was like,
No, did y'all see that story about the little boy who went missing and they found his body in the mouth of a gator?
Yeah, that shit's wild. I did see that.
That shit crazy.
it is what it is. I don't care what nobody say. I still want me a pet gator.
Oh, hell
And I'm
no.
gonna keep working until I get me a pet gator.
What you gonna do with the gator? I mean,
Me and my gator gonna have a good time. And
y'all
I'm walking him down the street, and I want a young boy to try.
and y'all about to say you gonna have to get a leash and everything. Like,
I'm walking him down the street with a leash and everything, and I'm not gonna feed him until we get in the house. I wish somebody would try.
All right.
I had an iguana, and that bitch was like what, 1.5 feet, and I was petrified. So seeing a whole gator,
I'm getting the gator as a baby, so he'd be the same size as the iguana. And now I'm gonna have him until he gets too big for my house. Then I'll get another gator as a baby and start over again.
Another one after the first one didn't.
So you gonna domesticate it and then just send it into wildlife after?
No, I ain't domesticate. I'm gonna send him to the zoo or whatever. Send him to somebody where he gonna be safe. I'm gonna give him. I already got a nickname for him, Big G. You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
So what's the second one's name gonna be?
I ain't get that far yet. I just thought about having the second one about 2 months ago. I ain't get a name.
Also seen a story of a guy who had a snapping turtle. He had that same snapping turtle for 30 years, and people can rub on the snapping turtle and everything, and it wouldn't even bite your damn hand off.
You trying it? There's a dude on social media got a whole backyard full of gators, and he feed them chicken and everything. It's a bunch of gators that he got. Like he just go out and swim. He swim with them and everything.
They be good for a minute.
Yeah, once they full, you can swim with them. Don't swim with them while you're hungry.
Like what you gonna have in your garage with water or something? I mean,
no, he gonna get a swimming pool. He gonna get above ground swimming pool.
I'm gonna have a puddle. I'm gonna make so much money that I'm gonna have a puddle for my gator.
A puddle for what?
They like the mud. They like the mud. So it's gonna be a nice puddle all over the side in the corner. Me and him, we're gonna sit out there, we're gonna eat, barbecue, we're gonna talk smack.
No, he gonna eat.
Oh no, we gonna eat. And now he eating the whole chicken. I might be eating, a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A or some shit, but we gonna eat.
Well, make sure you feed him first, sir.
Goddamn sure will. We can't talk without him eating. Shit.
No, dog. No, sir. I don't support that.
It's all right.
Your ass gonna be like Cat Williams on ATL when that nigga threw the gator at the police and ran out the back door.
No, I ain't.
What out of all the animals in the world, what was like gator?
When I went to New Orleans,
okay,
I had the little gator in my hands, and from that point, I fell in love. So,
okay,
you're a wild boy.
I had that gator the whole boat ride. To be honest with
Bro, hell no.
Like you remember him.
Right.
No, sir.
And that was 2019. So I was before the pandemic.
So when you get your money up, you're gonna go back and get him, huh?
No, I ain't getting him. I'm getting another gator. But I'm not that sentimental. No.
Yeah, y'all had
That's like that's like them people. When they cat got the what's the liver disease, they be paying like $5,000 to get their cat a new liver. Not I. I'll get a new cat. That's what I'll do. I'll just get a new cat. They all can say, meow. That's all I need them to do.
I held a
Sir.
snake in New Orleans, and it did not make me want to go get a python. I'll tell you that. That maybe you should
No,
want
I
to
ain't
get
holding
back
no
to
snake.
the owner and continue walking down Bourbon Street. But
I ain't holding no snake. Fuck that. But the
ain't
gator
you
was
got
different.
cousins?
The gator was different, but the snake, no, fuck that snake.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the same thing, bro.
No, it's not.
One just has lumps and one has
They're really,
eyes.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So what if your gator want to eat a snake? Are you gonna go get the snake for your alligator? Don't they eat like everything?
They gotta fight that shit out on their own, man. I ain't got.
He's eating chicken. He is eating chicken the rest of his life when he with me.
Okay.
No, sir.
All right, sir. Where about to
You know,
go
it's the
now?
same size as a chicken.
Yeah, a matter of fact, he might get turkey from there because turkey. They give out free turkeys on Thanksgiving, so he might be eating turkey from November all the way up until like Martin Luther King holiday, because all them free turkeys are man. So
Do you want the same size as a turkey?
What? A toddler?
maybe he
Same
might end
size as
up
a turkey.
growing to be the. He
Funny,
might end up
bro.
growing to be.
Why
bigger
would you
than
do
turkey.
that?
When I get him, he gonna be about how tall? I got a picture
No,
of
a
this
kid is
motherfucker.
the
I
size
don't
of a
think he
turkey.
should have no pets. I know we talking about Gary. I don't think you
Oh,
are.
you said it's my kid. As you asked how big is my kid? My daughter's 15.
I said
Oh,
a kid is the same as a turkey.
what I got to do? I ain't got no more kids. I got my 15-year-old daughter. She be 15 this year. I ain't having no more. What's going on? I ain't having no more. That's it.
If that aggressive woman tell you that you're gonna have another fucking kid, you're gonna have
Like
No, I
that,
didn't say that. I said you
must
shouldn't
know
have
how to
no
suck a
pets.
nut from heaven. Because I ain't having no more. You hear me? These
More kids.
nuts will be wrung out. You hear me?
I don't know. I'm gonna pray and give it to God. I don't know about it.
Not pray and give it to God.
Go ahead, get that. I ain't got.
All right, so listen. So today we gonna just jump right back into it. Aggressive women, man. Listen. So the first question we got is, what is the definition of an aggressive woman? Who want to go
I
first?
don't know. What do you feel as those girl? I know there's different types of aggressive women. You got the ones that are aggressive when they drunk. I call those the F and Fs. That means either they fucking or they fight. F or F. Okay, get that out the way. So you
Why
got
did
those type of aggressive women. What other kind of aggressive do you have?
Baby, I don't feel like going to the store. Man, get the fuck up and get in the car. We going to the store. All right, my bad. Let's go to the store. Or is that toxic?
I've had those moments.
that's abusive?
It wasn't
That's
always
That's
that
abusive.
aggressive.
That's different.
I thought aggressive is abusive. Fuck, I
No,
thought.
she just happened to make a decision for y'all, not for her, not for you, for y'all. She made the decision. You was taking too goddamn long.
Oh, so if they make a decision for y'all, they're aggressive?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I was
So
about to say because there's a lot of. I was about to say because I know a lot of married men there that are with aggressive women. Because I know married men ain't made a decision in months. But
I don't know about that part.
Sorry.
They made the
Sorry.
decision.
you go to a married. You go to okay. Not the guys that's on this show, but you
They
go to
made a
most married men
decision not to
houses.
make a decision.
If you go to most married men houses, they ain't changed the drapes in that motherfucker. You understand me?
That's because they to the point where they don't care anymore.
Yeah, that's different.
How many?
They don't care.
Okay, what's the other one I just said on the show on Saturday? You can't just go upstairs and go lay in the bed without taking a shower.
No, because
That's not being aggressive. That's
Yeah,
just being
let
clean.
the lady speak. Let the lady speak.
Because that's nasty.
Exactly. Thank
But
you.
that's not aggressive. That's hygiene.
Okay. Aggressive.
Is that being aggressive?
What the fuck?
Aggressive.
I mean, if you be like, go take your dirty ass in there and take a fucking bath, that's a bit aggressive. But
have you said those things?
Yeah, I'm very much an aggressive woman. But I was waiting to hear y'all definition of aggressive is. Call them pick up the phone.
Aggressive women know what they want, and they gonna make it known.
Yes.
I don't. In my opinion, when it comes to the definition of an aggressive woman, it's definitely a woman who is, I would say, I don't want to say overplaying her part, but definitely overplaying her part.
Right?
You don't get what that means? Yeah,
No,
absolutely. Absolutely. Like definitely a very assertive person. An assertive woman, it can be considered aggressive because she's assertive by making decisions that men would usually make.
Like taking out the trash on her own?
Yeah.
Knowing damn well she ain't never take out the trash in her life?
Yeah.
But she felt like doing it that day?
Hey, she just want to be aggressive. You also have sexually aggressive women.
Fucking a fight, like I said. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got some women that'd be like, hey, run me that dick right now. And if you don't, you will be raped. Listen.
Or you been cheating on me with your dirty dick ass.
We're going to have this show. I can see that. We're going to have this show.
Because where it been at?
Why is always the first thought? Let me explain something. Let me say this out there. Let me say this out there to all women. Let me say this out there to all women. Black men don't cheat. Okay? I want to make sure all women hear this. Black men do not cheat. I don't know what's been going on, or what's been thought of, but black men don't cheat.
Speak for yourself.
Mr. Stacks, what do you feel about this conversation, sir?
Black men don't cheat, no doubt, Dennis.
Thank you. Thank
you. No doubt, Dennis.
Thank you.
So what are what are some attributes that make a woman aggressive? Like, what would you see in a woman that it would make you be like, oh, she's aggressive?
You can see that shit on first conversation that she a little out there. You know what I mean? Like you'll bump into her at the bar and she'll be like, hey baby, how you doing? Blessed and highly favored in the Lord. Oh yeah. Come on with your crazy. Come on with your crazy.
That is not an aggressive.
It's not aggressive, Dennis.
Oh, okay.
That is an anointed woman. That ain't being aggressive.
Dennis, here you go.
Like, why you sitting down and you not buying me a drink? Like, what do you want? Like, you buy me my drink, you come to sit down. Like,
that's aggressive shit.
That's aggressive. Cause
we ready to go to hip hop.
Yeah.
Let us get 4 wings and fries.
That's 2 of them.
On his hat.
No. I'm gonna tell you another one that was aggressive to me. One girl told me she was like, listen, I'm thirsty, so you should buy us a drink. I said, excuse me. She was like, yeah, me and all my girlfriends. So I went right back at her. Well, I need to be fucking you and all your girlfriends. I'm buying all y'all a fucking drink.
That is you going to jail.
That is a sensitive man.
No, he going to jail.
You can call me what you want, but you know what you didn't call me? A fucking dummy for buying those drinks. The fuck you didn't. Okay. You call me fuck you want. You know, fucking dummy. I bought them drinks and she leave with She leave with Limp Dick Larry. No. That'll be me. Let Limp Dick Larry buy them.
Ooh, I don't even want to say that.
No, say it.
Because the niggas that get high strong like that, like, oh, I gotta fuck you. You can't even get your dick hard for real. And you only gonna last like 5 minutes and I'm gonna be mad. So just gonna give me my friend my drink and let me go about my way. Like, why waste my time?
Negative. You go with Limp Dick Larry. Let him do it. I'll be all right. I had no problem with buying you to drink. But I'm not buying you and your girlfriends no drink.
So you ain't splurging?
No.
That's fine.
So you walk in the bar, you see 4 girls over there, you just ain't gonna just go ahead and buy them all the drink just because?
No. If I seen 4 girls over there, I'd probably ask the bartender what they drinking. And if the bartender tell me that they drinking something that's in my price range, then I'm sending all of them a drink. The bartender tell me they drinking something out of my price range, I probably send all of them water.
So your tactic should be going for the girl that's at the bar by herself then.
Probably
I was gonna say what you should do.
She plotting. She at the bar by herself. She plotting, shorty. He already fucked up.
I was about to say, really, if you really want some free game, what you should do is you send them all a drink and send the one you trying to talk to something different. That way, you get them out the way while they sipping, they drinking, they happy that that they drinking a free drink.
Maybe.
Bitch, why he send you that?
I know you can always get wine. Wine is way cheaper than a drink. You know, if you're trying to stay in a price point, just send them a glass of wine.
A double shot.
If she drink wine, usually my thought is if they drink wine, usually they don't drink liquor no more because they get too drunk and do some crazy shit. Usually effing and effing. That's usually what it is.
I'm trying to hold this shit in.
Sir?
Yeah, getting his ass stacked because that motherfucker Dennis was on bullshit today. What the fuck wrong with him?
No. Like, first off, if I approach you, that means I picked you out your crew, right? You won. You the winner out of your group in that round, right? So you want me to get your friends drinks? Would you want them to get a fucking participation trophy? No, but you won. The fuck?
That's how girls do, though.
And that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Because now, if I'm buying all your friends drinks, guess what? You didn't. Now you just put yourself back in the playoffs. Enjoy Game 7.
But you know how I do. Honestly, I'm a different than that scenario because honestly, if he openly buys my friend a drink, I buy him one. So that's how I just separate that just straight off the bat. When he's ordering me and my friend,
at least you do something to stand back out.
Right. So
I feel that.
But but is that considered aggressive? Is that considered aggressive?
No, that's not aggressive. That's reciprocation, my nigga.
Yeah, you gotta reciprocate. I'm a reciprocate.
I appreciate that.
I see you. This for you.
Yeah, and I don't even want nothing. And I don't even want nothing crazy. You give me a beer. Or maybe you might give me a liquid death.
Just like, oh, I need to fuck you and your friend. Like, as soon as you said that, I would just not even let you buy me a drink. I would just be like, boy, get the fuck out my face. Because I'm aggressive like that. Because now you about to play with my time. You didn't just instantly be like, oh, no, well, I was just trying to holler at you. You just instantly try to jump at me and my friend panties. So I would just be like, no.
You instantly threw you and your friends at me when you asked them for what drinks.
Hey, Dennis, tell him. Drop your cash out. I'm trying to bless you.
No, don't you ever listen. Anybody listening to what he just said, if you ever hear somebody say they trying to bless you in your cash app, it is nothing anointed. They are trying to get you, okay? All right.
By the scheme.
Like I said, you always could tell the crazy women by the stuff that they say in the beginning. That's how you always can tell.
No, not all the time. I don't agree with that. Because for the most part, especially if a woman likes your approach, she gonna be on her A game because she want to get you in. It's like a spider. You know what I'm saying? A spider might put something on the web that you want, but when you get on that web, you can't get out of it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be too late by the time you realize that
the spider usually fucking wraps you up and kill you. That's not a good fucking analogy, sir. Just let you know that, all right?
Isn't dating in the beginning just a meeting of representatives? It's not like when you first meet somebody, you never meet the real them in the first fucking place.
You don't.
Nobody comes in and be like, I got debt and credit cards and I'm about to be kicked out of my roommate spot. Like, no one ever leads with all of that shit. So even for a nigga, for your grown ass to sit up here and just act like a woman just immediately hides her crazy, like y'all men don't, is bogus. So let's just.
I usually
tell the girl, and she says
I definitely
I'm crazy. She is not fucking crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I definitely hid all that from my wife when we first met.
So
she ain't know I was a bum. What didn't she know?
No, when did she find out?
That's my cue. I'm grateful.
When did you find out I wasn't shit?
Oh God.
2009.
The second day.
Wait, when did y'all meet?
It takes a good year.
Damn. Listen. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I asked my wife, I said, when did you find out I wasn't shit? She said probably 06. Y'all know when we met? In 06.
It don't go long. Like, you can't hide that shit for long.
No, time definitely tells all truths.
Yeah. And I'm the honest. I can respect you being crazy a little bit in the beginning, then unleashing it like later. Like, I need to know in the beginning, because then I'm volunteering myself. If I start liking you and then I uncover all these red flags.
What's crazy though? Like, what's crazy?
That you got mommy issues, you never can handle your own checkbook, that you can't keep a job for longer than 3 months, you don't know how to cook or clean chicken, like shit like that is crazy.
Why is it?
Wait, culinary shit equals to crazy?
You need to learn how. If I'm cooking it, at least I'll be like, babe, can you take the chicken out and clean it?
So that means you
like,
crazy?
I mean, you don't know how to prep, no nothing.
So if I say my shorty can't bake a cupcake, that's automatically a red flag? Like, nah, bitch, your biscuits horrible. Get out. Like what?
No, you need to have some basic survival skills in order to survive in a relationship. You need to be whole a little bit before I came into play.
Right.
My wife just squared up at me, y'all.
Now I understand your side of the story because you feel
just
as though some people should know that stuff, right? So what about the women that should know how to do those things?
Huh?
How do you feel about the women that?
I mean, that has no gender. That you don't know how to balance a checkbook. That you can't keep a job. All those are not. Those are.
There's certain things that like people were just raised differently.
That you don't know how to keep a job or balance a check.
Well, keeping a job is just keeping a job, but like,
if you can't clean or I mean, before you
it depends on when you met me.
But I'm just saying, off the first few, like, whatever, the shit that they keep to themselves till later on. Imagine you dating somebody and the first 2 weeks are cool, then you can find out that she can't keep a fucking job. It's always some shit that's going on with work that she never gets along with anybody at the workplace. That shit unleashes the crazy.
That's not just the workplace then, but that's anywhere. Fuck the workplace, that's everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here's the thing. But do she get another job after that? You know,
I hope so.
It's not the point. The point is that every time you turn around, somebody doing something to her at the job.
Right. She has no.
Every other week, somebody fucking with you.
Yeah,
like, that's why I would tell her. She needs to work remote from home.
The problem.
That's what I would say. You need to work remote from home because you're not good with coworkers.
No,
then she won't be your problem.
Then they gonna be mailing her letters and shit, threatening her and shit. You might got time for that shit.
So you gotta go to all 10 of her jobs for last year and pick up her W-2s. Like, bitch, you're doing that. You have like that's too much work. Like,
so let me ask you this. Let me pose this question because something that you said, LaShawn, about if a man was to buy your whole crew a drink, you would buy him a drink. So that leads into the next question of can an aggressive woman be submissive?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like the way she said
I'm just finding that shit out here. That
wasn't even the same voice she was using.
I'm an aggressive woman, but I tell people, like, when the men ask about like my past relationships, I be like, results may vary. Okay, I might have caused some blood pressure, mesothelioma after the relationship, but results may vary. I mean, you don't always get the same person each relationship.
You sure don't. That's a good point right there. You are right. You are right.
Saying I'm KC. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
He said he's in KC.
I don't know. He KC, man. Fuck it. Let him start with that every time.
Hey. Hey, no. Back to the question. Please. Please. Please.
What just happened?
Yeah. No, the
We are
boys
not
keep saying
we are not we are not we are not about to start arguing with these folks in the comment section.
Yeah.
No.
I
Sean is always on the shows and shit. Sean always on the shows. I just don't get. Dennis,
All right,
answer yourself
let's
out.
get on.
Go
Let's get on to something different. 'Cause you with these people in these comments, man, be killing me.
So y'all feel like, so let me ask the only woman who actually showed up, and I apologize because I had other women lined up, but nobody else showed up but you.
Oh. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. As an aggressive woman, what would make you submissive?
Motherfucker got put ass in check and shit, yo. We're not doing this
yeah,
shit.
you gotta be able to check me, but you can't embarrass. Like, there's a difference between checking me and
real
like
respect.
embarrassing me, like type shit. Like, if you feel the need to like let's say something happened behind closed doors and we give my friends and you like, yeah, I had to tell LaShane ass to sit the fuck down the other day. Cause you like, don't do that. Cause now I'm never gonna listen to you ever, ever fucking again. You blew it. I listened to you at one time and now you're advertising it like you can control me. But I feel like a lot of aggressive women don't like to be submissive because it is an ego thing, and somebody that's super egotistic is not gonna be able to make me submissive. Like, just because you're a man and you have a dick doesn't make me be like, oh my God, I should shut up because he's yelling. Like, that doesn't do it. I have to feel secure, and the ability to be vulnerable enough to make me be like, okay, he has my best interest in mind for me to be submissive.
So is that something that makes a woman aggressive, is not feeling safe?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Stacks, you said you have experience in this field, sir?
Well, what I'm learning now,
Mhm.
kind of it's kind of like piggybacking on what she said, like making your girl feel secure and things like that. But one thing I do agree with her about is that checking somebody behind closed doors, like, you never embarrass the person you with in front of anybody. Like, that's law. Like, I'm on your side in front of everybody. It's us versus the world. But when we get behind closed doors, I'm gonna be like, yo, you know you was wrong as fuck for that. Like, you put me in a situation where I couldn't have made it back. Like, I need you to not do that shit no more. Because
Protecting public, correcting private.
Yeah, like, because a lot of women will put you in a situation, nigga, where you gonna have to bust your gun, and like they don't think what the aftermath. Like if she talking shit to a bunch of niggas, and it's
you
just
are the
you.
aftermath. What you talking about? And they
Hold
thought
on, bro.
Franklin, you are the aftermath.
Hold on,
right
bro.
then and there. They got into an argument, and I got my fucking boyfriend with you.
Let me finish my thought. So, like, say it's a group of niggas, right? And you already know your antennas is up because you already, like, you know how to read the room. Like, you're like, all right, if some shit go left, I'm gonna probably have to lay one of these niggas down, or I'm gonna have to fight one of these niggas, so on and so forth. But it's more than you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she's not thinking, okay, number one, these niggas could jump me and really hurt me and put me in the hospital. Number two, these niggas could fucking kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just thinking, oh, react. Oh, what you say, so on and so forth. Like, yo, you chill. Listen to you, like, but at the end of the day, like, don't put me in a situation where I gotta defend you all the time.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's what I was gonna lead to too. You shouldn't hang out with no woman that leads with her aggression so much that you gotta always be her fucking bodyguard. Like, and a lot of women do that because they know they have like a ride or die nigga or somebody that's gonna always have their back, and they put them in dangerous ass situations like that. Like, but it's also with most women, or that I know personally or whatever, you can feel the buildup. So if you're not able to read your woman and you don't know your woman to see that she's about to be aggressive as fuck, then she's also not the one for you either, because obviously y'all are not in tune, or you know what I mean, to know that shit is about to pop off. Your lady should be able to look at you, know when you're frustrated, know when you're ready to go, or some shit about to pop off, and vice versa.
I agree because me and my wife, we definitely got that.
Yeah, yeah. That silence is like, do you see what I see? Because I see it. Like,
Color communication.
Hey, hey, look, you only got two. All right. Um, it's time to go. That's a fact. That is a fact.
If I
used to,
yawn 3 times, like, I'm trying to give you a signal, yo. Let's get up out of
yeah,
here before shit.
Hey,
yeah.
hey, it don't take much.
Man, I mean, you see me stretching on there, I don't stretch anywhere. Like, yeah, we gotta just get up out of
Yeah,
here.
all right. Hit that. All right. Well, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Double tap
Oh, look at the
twice on the
time.
thigh, like, baby,
Like,
it's time to get the fuck up out of here.
Damn, damn, it's 8 o'clock already.
yeah.
Right. It was one of these, like,
Facts. So, a question that came to mind when I was setting up to do this show was: is there a difference in aggression between an aggressive woman and race? So, I didn't want to just say in a black woman or a white woman. I mean, like all races. Um, because I myself have seen aggression displayed differently based on not even just black women or white women, but I mean like African, Indian, Asian, just all over the place. And I just wanted to know what you guys thought.
I'm gonna say this because I guess I have a stigma on the show that I'm like against women when I'm not. What I will say is nobody will go to bat for you like a black woman. Period, nigga. Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like black women tend to get aggressive because they know what's waiting for you on the other side.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They know, like, yo, if the cops show up here, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna look at you. So that's why
Facts.
it's into be like. That's why they tend to be like over the top. You know, I don't want to call it over the top. That makes it sound
Aggressive.
no,
yeah.
it's
Aggressive.
the top. We can go definitely out the roof through the ceiling to a cloud, then come back down real quick.
Yeah. So like, but like I said, at the end of the day, ain't nobody going to be behind you like a black woman. But what I will say is, but when other races outside of that look around, like I understand why my shorty's wilding out. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to me, she don't play. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa.
Mhm.
Look outside of that, like other races are, oh, she's just being ignorant, so on and so forth. It's not that deep, blah, blah, blah. But when a white girl does that, it's, oh, she's fiery. Or Latino,
Mm,
oh, she's spicy. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So it
mm.
I don't know about
again,
that spicy shit. I don't know about that
It's a
spicy shit.
different. It's not necessarily a different action. It's really a different stigma on race based
exactly.
on the race.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I've had a couple women pull knives out on me.
Wait.
I haven't
Oh,
hit a
wait.
woman in my
Pause.
life.
Pause.
Let me
Pause. Pause.
get the whole thing
Pause.
out.
Wait a
I
minute,
haven't hit
Dennis.
a woman
Wait a
in my
minute.
life.
Just pause. Can you pause right there for a second?
Let me say the whole thing. 'Cause you don't ever let me say the whole
Let
thing.
me
'Cause
bless your
everybody
kid.
gonna think I hit a bunch of women. I ain't ever hit a woman in my life, but I had a couple women pull a knife out on me.
Wait, please. Just one question, right quick.
Go ahead.
You've had more than one woman pull a knife on you,
Yeah.
and you don't think you the problem.
I knew I was. I didn't never said I wasn't the problem. Never said I wasn't the problem, sir. Never said that. Never said I wasn't the problem. I used to. I used. Okay, I just had a lot of women pull knives out on. A couple women pull knives out on.
No, hold on, wait a minute. You can't start talking to stop and shit. Be a lot.
Yeah, you
Listen.
got to
At the time,
Show
before the
them the
life
size
I
of
lived
show them
then,
the size of your hand. Show them the size of your hand.
I've never hit a woman.
Get
Never hit a woman in my life.
one of those, shorty. How many
them
times
little
you
ass hands. No, I'm just joking. I'm
How
just
many
joking.
times
Them some
you cock your
them
hand?
some bear paws. Them some bear paws for sure.
I was out there cheating and
You out
got
there busting
caught.
cash apps.
I ain't paying for shit, but I was out there cheating. Got caught. Shit like that happened.
Oh, she was ready to gut your ass like a fish.
But
So
the
you
one
didn't
Puerto
learn
Rican,
from the first time?
the one Puerto Rican girl that pulled the knife out on me, got mad because I actually just came in the crib. I came in the crib from coming back from the motherfucking club and fell asleep. So she assumed I was cheating because usually when you come back from the club, you got to come back home fucked. You just can't come back home and go to sleep. You know what I mean? So I came back with the sleep. She got mad, pulled a knife out.
So she wanted to give you the old scratch and sniff.
I guess that's what you want to call it. I just thought it was weird. How old am I now?
How old were you when this happened?
Like 22.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Shit, he only 25 now.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
Okay.
I'm being 38 this year. Kiss my ass.
Oh, you got to be 38. You said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You was living rough and tough. You know, stupid game comes stupid prizes. So, I mean,
Well,
I
know I ain't the only one on this
time.
show that played those games. That's what I do know.
I mean, there had to be some
Black men don't cheat.
Her just feeling like
Yeah, black men don't cheat now.
No, wait, time out. That ain't got nothing to do with cheating. That's he's just playing dumbass games and
shit. Jeff said, "What? That's about right."
I did one time stay out all night and came home and was like, I got locked up.
You had to say something.
Hey,
you had your shoestrings around your neck.
Hey, yeah, look, I did actually look, and then I had some bogus paperwork. I had some paperwork from the jail when my homie went to jail. His name was on it, so I had rubbed it together. So you can't really read it.
I hate you. I hate you.
Hey.
that's why they're trying to ban TikTok and shit like that.
Woo.
You probably out there teaching people how to do that shit.
What?
There you go.
I was way before you. You wasn't even in the picture nowhere.
Better be, because that conversation look a little weird to me. It better be.
She just came around. Wait a minute, though. She just came around the corner with a knife.
I ain't the only one. See?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing about my wife. We have a rule in our house. You don't let the sun beat you home, and you bet not meet it at the front door.
That's a good rule.
That's a nice rule. Yeah.
That's a good rule.
And you know what's even better than that? When that rule first got enacted, I absolutely listen. Everything closed at 2:00. What the fuck are you doing past 3?
Well, you damn sure ain't at the hospital.
Hey, your ass in the house.
You know what your grandma used to say? Ain't nothing open but legs in the hospital at 3:00.
Waffle House.
You damn sure ain't at the hospital. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Waffle House for sure open.
And Atlanta still has after hours spots. I mean,
no, this was when we lived in Texas.
Some of the Waffle House. Ain't no Waffle House around here.
Shit, we got
you ain't got no Waffle House up there?
We ain't got no Waffle House around here.
Shit, you can ride down to
You got no IHOP?
The top of Maryland.
We got an IHOP, but don't nobody like IHOP. I like Waffle House. Shit.
Yeah, nigga, I like IHOP. Fuck.
He only want Waffle House because he
I don't like IHOP.
Hey, Dennis. Hey, Dennis, you want me to bring you some Waffle House in May, bro?
No, dog, I'm going to Waffle House when I get there in May. I'm going to Waffle House. At least
Maryland ain't got no Waffle House.
Yes, we do. We got like 4 or 5 of them.
Really?
They all the way up though. They ain't down here. They up there in like Bel Air, Maryland and shit. When I be up there,
okay. Okay. They not within city limits.
I'll be in Atlanta in June.
June what?
Was that like the 23rd around that time?
Make sure you bring them a patty melt covered in smothered.
Cover smothered chunked.
No, I'm cool.
So based on race, we discussed it just turns into a different name for aggressiveness. If you're a Latino, you spicy. If you white, it's called what?
Fiery.
Fuck out of here.
Her Zaxby's chicken wing and shit. Like what?
Fiery. I like her.
I like her.
But you tend to like the crazy ones because usually the crazy ones got the best coochie. That's usually how it goes.
That's false. That's a fucking false narrative, and I'm just finding it out.
Okay.
It's probably say that shit.
Wait a minute.
False narrative.
Wait a minute. Let's go into this. You said it's true, and he said it's false, and he's just not finding that out. Let's go into
False
this.
narrative.
Why is it false?
I'm like, nigga, I was surprised. I was like, kiddo, Chris was like, wait, so you mean to tell me you are fucking logical and you fuck great? Nah, something gotta be wrong.
I think he just mean that crazy bitches have more passionate sex.
No.
Like the makeup sex might be a little bit more top tier.
That shit is toxic. Like,
it is a little toxic.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of toxicity. Just a little bit of toxicity.
You ever notice how the motherfuckers be having kids? Dog, I just went over there one more time and hit it, man. And I had a baby by it.
Toxicity is like salt. Don't overdo it. Just a little bit. That's all you need.
Because everyone's flawed.
Salt is a white killer.
Everyone has a little flaw in them, you know, that make that thing a little fiery, you know. But it depends on what you can take and what you can't take, you know.
Yeah. But I also agree with the statement, though, that he was saying about how black women do tend to be more aggressive towards black men because they do know exactly what's going on. And also, too, I will say, as a black man that tends to lose his temper, if my wife wasn't aggressive to me, like will legit get in my face and put her finger in the middle of my forehead to slow me the fuck down, if it was anything other than that, it wouldn't be able to stop me.
See, I can't do it. I'm the exact opposite. I can't do it.
What you mean? What you do?
I can't do the finger in my face. Like I can't do that shit. Like I can't deal with it.
No, not in a disrespectful manner. It's just more of a redirect. Because if I'm already
snap out of it type.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, calm down. Go this way. Let's go this way.
No,
not if I'm upset, she trying to fight me too. That ain't what I mean.
Like what it do? Like,
yeah.
Because
she ain't straight up mushing me, no.
Right. One thing that I like to say for me personally, I lead with love, but I'm completely and utterly with the shit. And Carlson, you know it. You've seen it firsthand. I don't play that shit. Once I catch too many lies, too many discrepancies and shit, we can go there. Like, I'm going to stand toe to toe, and that's where my aggressiveness totally kicks in. But I will love you from the beginning, welcome you with open arms, tell you how handsome, beautiful, and all that good shit, and make sure that you feel empowered when you step outside this door. But if you step outside this door and you don't know how to act when you bring your black ass in, then we gonna have a problem when you get home.
Hold on. What if you thought it was a lie and it was the truth? Are you the same way in forgiving?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm accountable. I know what I can say. I'm sorry when I'm wrong. Like, but it has to make sense. But I also shouldn't assume that.
What if it don't make sense, but it's the truth?
I shouldn't assume that I'm more right than the truth, and then there's also a lack of communication as well.
What? But I gave you the full layout. What happened?
Then I wouldn't assume nothing for me to be mad at. Then that wouldn't happen.
You could assume that he lying.
No, I don't assume. I'm saying once you come in the house and there's lies and discrepancies that don't add up, then we have a problem. But if everything checks out,
I tell you the truth. You know, my phone really died.
As a woman, I don't want to feel like I'm nagging you or I have to check you too often. Like, that's also not my thing either. Like, I don't like wasting time with.
So your aggressiveness. So basically, from what I understand, everybody starts with a full cup.
Right.
And as time go on, that cup gets poured out.
Poured out like somebody died in this bitch. I ain't taking it. Too many RIPs, baby. You gotta go. I can't. My cup is empty. I can't. What are we doing here?
That makes sense. Though. It does.
Well,
so by the time like it ends to like the relationship or situation ending, they're gonna all be like, she was aggressive, she was a crazy. Like, no, he also lied, he also cheated, he also did this, that, and the third, and it led up to me just not caring anymore. So anything he said just did not go nowhere.
Don't mean
I will say
you can just leave.
Like, yeah, but they don't. Because I didn't love you from the beginning, so you already know what I'm capable of. But you done lied and did everything else, for so long, and then you want me to treat you the same way that I did before. But I can't forget everything that you've done, especially if I wasn't on that type of time. Then why I gotta start back from square one, and you get a second life to be the same fuck nigga that you was 6 months ago?
Why you worried about him when it's over? That's what I'm talking about. If it's over, why you worried about it?
You know you can comment, right?
This is where the accountability part comes in. The fact that you chose to stay, why hold on to it if you choose to stay? Like, why? Like, think about it. Think about it this way. If I caught my girl in the lie, right, and now I have to question everything she does, but I choose to stay, that's ignorant. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't stay in nothing that my cup is empty at. I don't stay where my cup is empty.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so
no, I don't stay. But my thing is, they always still try to come back and absolutely. That part.
All right. Yeah. Then I misunderstood.
Yeah,
Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back.
No, I hate that.
Like, I was gonna be like if that's like if a girl cheat on you, you choose to stay, but you won't bring up the fact that she cheated every goddamn time.
Yeah.
What's the point of being there?
Right. Like I went on a date earlier today, and it was crazy because Carson, you called me when I was on my way to the date, and you told me the topic, and I was like, oh, okay. And so they was in the car with me when they heard the topic or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the spot, we order our food, we order our drinks or whatever like that. I had met this person like the end of last year, but it didn't go anywhere. And I think time just kind of passed us by where we didn't go on a date again or whatever. So they found my number. It was like, I had such a great time when we met and all this other kind of stuff. So let me take you on another date.
Nigga spent the block. Okay.
Spent the block. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm single now too. So we, he was like, yeah, last time we spoke, you said you were getting out of a situation, whatever. And like, what happened with that? And is he okay? Are you all right? Did you heal? And all this other stuff. So I'm being completely transparent with what I got going on. I'm like, yeah, everything's been fine. It's been some time. I thank you for allowing me the time, whatever. And so he was like, yeah, are you sexually active? And I was like, no, I'm not, or whatever. And so he was like, oh, okay. So I'm eating. I'm not even thinking about the questions just because, you know me, like I'm just leave with honesty or whatever. So after like going into my second drink, I was like, no. So I'm like, are you sexually active? You asked about my situation. Are you in a situation? And he was like, I don't want to answer that. And I was like, so you don't want to answer if you're in a situation or not, or if you're sexually active? He's like, no. I said, okay, so I ordered a shot around the shot. I said, so let's just be 100. This is when my aggressive came in.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So you want to sit here and ask
me? She said it's time to change. She said it's time to change gears. Fuck this love shit. What the fuck going on?
To sit here and ask me about my coochie, ask me if I'm sexually active, what was my situation. But when it comes to your point, you don't want to answer the question. And he was like, no, it doesn't make me. It makes me uncomfortable. I said, so how long y'all been fucking? Just point blank, period. He was like 5 years. I said, so why the fuck are you at this table with me asking me about my coochie and the region of where my coochie then came from when you have a whole situation at home? So then he was like, he just got really uncomfortable. I ended up ending the fucking day. And I left. I just couldn't do it. I took it back to his car and I was like, see, I just don't have time for you to try to pussyfoot around what the real is. Like, and even if I did decide that I was going to give you, like, if I wanted to spend more time with you, because he was like, I know this is going to be the end. I'm probably never going to hear from you again. You're probably going to block my number. I said, it's completely up in the air right now. If you'll ever hear from me ever again, let's just be honest.
Did he ever say why he was still with the girl for 5 years?
Huh?
Did he ever say why he was still with the girl for 5 years?
No. He said it made him uncomfortable, and like I said, I don't nag, probe, or do nothing like that. You said it made you uncomfortable. Whatever. You're paying for everything, and I'm going home. That's it.
He emptied his love cup quick, didn't
he? Yeah, that was pathetic as fuck. But I hated that I had to immediately go into like So how long you been fucking her? Like, to weasel past the bullshit, because he's gonna sit there and be twiddling his thumbs, but want to ask me about my shit.
How old is he?
47. He's a grown ass man.
Hey yo. Next question. Hey yo.
Dennis, go on, hit him with it. Go on, hit him with it.
What the fuck wrong with him? Yo, 47. Now you see what I be talking about. She go ahead with Lip Dick Larry. You see what I mean now? This is what I mean by Lip Dick Larry. Now you understand it. The fuck? 47?
Yeah, 47.
You ain't have not one good lie to tell him for. I just told you the truth.
And
I told you the truth.
Used a little bit, and I was like, should I probe? I thought about it, and I was like a little intoxicated too. So I was like, there's two ways, like, but I just saw like his face get flushed, and I was like, I could really drag him if I really, really wanted to. And I don't want to drag no 47-year-old man. He's gonna deal with this later on his own. When he fucks that poor lady that's been stuck with him for 5 years, and he's out wanting to lick somebody's butt.
Yeah, she probably take anal. That's right with this.
Let her do it. Get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, those are the ones who usually stay around the longest. They take anal. They take anal. They stick around the longest.
So certain men like that. He don't deserve no cushion, no soft woman energy, no none of that.
Okay. So ultimately,
you got a free meal out of his ass. That's usually what they put under his name now. Free meal.
I don't care about the free meal. I could have paid for my own food. Like it just was like I just didn't have I didn't give a fuck, honestly, to be like, oh well, we could split it. I didn't want to look over the check, see what I had. Just pay for every fucking thing. Get me the fuck out of here.
I feel you.
Well, before we wrap it up, LaShane, did you want to shout out your get out my face, boy?
He said he wanted some camera time.
LaShane, did you want to shout out your brand, what you got going on?
Yes, the LaShane Co. is my hair company. You can follow me on Facebook. Multifaceted is my IG. That's my personal IG. Why you covering your face? See, look, now I'm about to get aggressive. Don't make me leave out of here like that. I was doing good. No, Multifaceted is my personal handle. You can find me on TikTok and on Instagram. And I want to thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Let me tell you why I was laughing. Let me tell you why I was laughing. Because I know your inbox is about to be filled with some dick pics. And you told everybody your handle.
And I'm like, you go ahead and send them to me. I do like to watch.
I just let you. That's why I was laughing. I know your inbox is going to be filled with some Ashy Larry ass dick pics. Lip Dick Larry. Ashy ass.
Make it presentable. Make it presentable.
Drop your cash at. Trying to bless somebody.
If you ever want me back, Carson, give me a holler.
For sure. Thank you for coming. Don't hang up yet. This has been another episode of the What's Next podcast, and we out.
We out.